Hey guys, so for my third best practices demonstration, I chose to do it over token economy. So what is a token economy? A token economy is a system used in the classroom for positive behavior reinforcement. Tokens, or you could use chips, dollars, buttons, stars, are given to students for completing tasks and exhibiting expected behaviors. Tokens are used to buy rewards or activities. So they honestly could be used to buy or just be on track to get that reward. So if you look over here at the cycle, so it starts out as the child has no tokens and no activities or items. The student begins to engage in the behavior expected. The student gets coins and then is able to get those activities and rewards. So it's one big cycle that could be used for a few months, it could be used for a few weeks, it could be used for the whole school year. So objectives: providing students with positive reinforcement when they are completing tasks and demonstrating expected behaviors. So this is all about motivating and encouraging students to stay on task by using this reward system. Target audiences. This can be used through the whole class, small group, or to individual students. So for example, students with behavior problems. So you can use this in the whole class, and then a small group resource setting or small group instruction. Or if you want to use this for an individual who has a behavior problem or a learning disability or autism, then it can be used through one class or all classes. So that depends on the case and if students are needing assistance in this chart in one or more classes. So why should we implement? Students become motivated when they're able to earn rewards, and this goes for all students. If they are working towards something, they're going to be more motivated and encouraged to do this if they are receiving a reward or free time. Provides visual indicators of progress, success, and behavior. So if students are able to see, I need 5 stars and I already have 3 this week, then they're going to become excited and want to really work towards getting all 5 of those stars to receive that reward or free time, whatever it may be. So provide students with goals and milestones to work towards, as I just said, and students tend to be more engaged. When should we implement? When students are exhibiting a desired behavior. Examples include completing their work, being on task, collaborating with their group members, asking questions. And this needs to be, it's important to remember that this needs to be consistent. As a teacher, you can't just decide one day to provide the tokens if they're on task and then the next day not if they're doing the exact same thing as they're supposed to be. This has to be consistent in order for it to work. So, and this should be used, just like I said, to motivate and encourage. So when you want to provide the class or the specific student with something to look forward to. So steps and procedures. Number 1 is to determine the target behavior. This may be walking in the halls instead of running. This may be using a voice level of 1 when working with their group. And then you choose the tokens that will be used. As I said, this can be coins, chips. Later on, I will mention a new way which uses dollars. This can be buttons, stars. Number 3, determine the rewards that can be earned. So this can be free time. This can be simple as candy. This can be more recess on Fridays. So number 4, determine the reinforcement schedule. And this really just goes with how you as a specific teacher needs to do this. So as I said, we need to be decreasing the frequency of giving these rewards while trying to increase the number of times the student is exhibiting expected behaviors. So number 5, decide the amount of tokens that are to be exchanged for the reward. So this may be 5 tokens equals more free time at recess. So as I said before in step 5, decide the time of exchange. So this could be every Friday or when the chart is full. It really just depends on how you're doing this. So number 7, decide the tokens that can be lost when not demonstrating expected behaviors or tasks. So just as this goes, when a student is exhibiting an expected behavior, they deserve a token. But if they are not exhibiting an expected behavior, they should also be losing tokens. It really depends on how you want to do it. So like for an example, it could be if they're not on task, then 1 token will be taken away. So accommodations. So use image and cue cards to assist students with staying on task to earn tokens. So this can be used with students with a specific learning disability and ADHD, and this could also go into the third bullet I have, which is display charts for expected behavior in the classroom. So these students with disabilities, they need reminders. They need cue cards. They need stuff on their desk, on the whiteboard. They just need reminders of the reward they can get and with the expected behavior that they should be exhibiting. So lastly, if implementing this strategy to the whole class, make modifications for students with disabilities. So I have an example. If the whole class or a small group is expected to demonstrate this behavior for 10 minutes, for this specific student, you can modify it to 4 minutes. So here are some examples. And I was talking about this earlier. An additional example that I have seen is classroom dollars. So the different dollars, it could be $1, it could be $5, can have different values for the behaviors that they're expected to exhibit. So, and then the teacher is able to have an auction at the end of the week or month, or it could even be year. They could auction off prizes and free time and rewards, and the students are able to use their classroom dollars to purchase these rewards. Thank you.